A-Level Biology 9700, question 5, variant 3, May, June 2024, question number 1. And question number 1 is, blood vessels must be able to withstand and maintain varying blood pressures. There are several methods that could be used to determine the strength of a blood vessel. One method is called the circumferential tensile strength test, as shown in figure 1.1, in which there have been shown a clamp stand and a hook with which the ring of blood vessels had been hanged, and mass hanger is also added, and the 10-gram masses for this purpose are used. So the ring of blood vessels shown in figure 1.1 was cut from a length of artery or vein that was prepared by removing surrounding tissues. The student wanted to use the apparatus in figure 1.1 to determine the mass needed to break an artery and the mass needed to break a vein. So here we are going with the determination of mass needed to break an artery and the mass needed to break a vein. So identify the independent variable and the dependent variable in this investigation. Here you can see that students, the mass needed to break an artery and the mass needed to break a vein. So in this way, we can come to know that we want to break an artery and a vein. So the independent variable is the blood vessel, which can be the artery or vein. Artery, vein. So this is independent variable. So now we need mass to break this artery. So the dependent variable is the mass required to break blood vessel. Now we are moving towards the next question, and next question is, the student was provided with lengths of a large artery, lengths of a large vein, and standard laboratory apparatus. Describe how the student could use the CTS test to determine the mass needed to break an artery and the mass needed to break a vein. Your method should be set out in a and uh, be detailed enough to get another person followed. So this question is of 6 marks. So we have to set an apparatus for this purpose. We will use an artery or vein. So first of all, I will explain and then I will write the points. First of all, the materials which are needed for this investigation are lengths of a large artery, then length of a vein, then CTS test apparatus, and then we can use the vernier calipers, we can use the rulers and the safety goggles, gloves, dissection scissors, and dissecting board as well. So first of all, we will put safety goggles and gloves for this purpose to save our eyes and to save our you can say hands, and then we can use a length of an artery and a length of a vein from the provided samples. Then we will ensure the artery and vein are clean and free of any tissue or blood. Then the vernier caliper or the rulers can be used to measure the its diameter and the length as well. Then CTS test. First of all, we will conduct the CTS test for artery. For this purpose, the CTS apparatus will be, you can say, will be set uh, according to the instructions given, as for example, it has been shown in the previous figure. Then it will be used a clamp board, and then we will use a clamp stand, and then a hanger and a hook, with the help of which we will put some on the hanger, we will put some weights, and then we will use the hook to hang the artery or the vein. So in this way, we will gradually increase the force applied to the artery using the force, using the force meter. Sometimes, in some cases, we can use that, and we will repeat the procedure uh, with the vein as well, and then we will record the uh, mass on which the vein or artery breaks. Then repetition of the experiment can be conducted, and then the calculation of the, you can say, the mass applied will be um, calculated. So all about this, I first of all, I'm going to write this in the, because it is of 6 marks, so I will write first of all, mm, we will use the material required. For example, CTS petals and ruler vernier caliper. Then put on safety goggles and gloves. Ensure the artery and vein are clean and free of any tissue. Free of any tissue or blood. Damaged artery or vein can be discarded. Calculate or measure the length of artery and vein and diameter as well. With the help of ruler or vernier caliper. Set the CTS set test operators. and hang the artery first and add weight of 10 gram and increase the and increase the weight till the artery breaks. Note the weight and repeat the experiment with the same with the vein as well. And repeat the investigation by using different lengths of arteries and veins. Be careful and take mean. Be careful while cutting. So this is enough for 6. I have always tried my best to write on screen properly, but while I am writing on screen, it is too difficult for me. But this is for you. You can note it down. Now, another student investigated how the length of a ring of vein and the length of a ring of artery increase as more mass is added. So the student used the apparatus shown in figure 1.2 with the ring of vein. So clamp stand, hook, ring of vein, part of meter rule, mass hanger, and the 10 gram masses are also added into it. Now the results for the ring of vein are shown in table 1.1. So table 1.1, they have given us mass added and the length of ring of vein and the percentage increase length of ring of vein. So the percentage increase they have given us the way mass added 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 21, 36, 38, 40, 41, 41. So percentage increase in length of the ring of vein is, we have to calculate the value. So the calculating value, the formula can be used as, you are going to write the percentage increase percentage increase is equal to final length minus initial length over initial length into 100. So for this purpose, by using this formula, we can calculate this value. So for this value 36 we will put these values into the formula. That is 36 uh, 36 and initial value is 21. So 21 over 21 into 100. You can also calculate with me. So while calculating, we can make use of calculator for this. That is 36 minus 21 is equal to 15 divided by 21 into 100. So the answer is 71. So we will write value 71 and the other value uh, which is, you can say this is 41 minus 21 over 21 into 100. So it will be 41, 21, it is 20 by 21 into 100. So the same, it is divided by 21. So it is about 95 and the same 95. So I have calculated these values and I have uh, completed this table. Now we are moving towards the next question. And next question is, explain why the student calculated the percentage increase uh, percentage length of the ring of the vein. So question arises that why, uh, as you know, that the percentage increase in length is calculated to express the change in length relative to the original size. Secondly, the percentage increase provides a standardized way to compare changes in length across different objects. Here we are actually uh, calculating the percentage increase in the ring of the vein. So it is, you can say, way to compare it, a artery to compare a vein. So I'm going to write its answer over here. That is, the answer can be written as in this way. It is of 1 mark, so I will write only 1 point. Percentage increase in men provides a standardized way to compare changes in lengths of different vessels. Okay, so in this way, we can write the answer. Now the next question is, on the grid, plot a graph, the data given in the table 1.1. So we are going to use the data which is given in the table 1.1. So students, here you can see that I have to draw this on my screen. So it will be little bit difficult for me to draw it, but I will use my skill to draw it. So first of all, we will make this uh, graph between the mass added and the length of the vein. First of all, we will draw between them. So first of all, we will take the independent value. In this case, the independent value is the mass, which we will take on the x-axis, mass in grams. Okay? And on y-axis, we will take the length of the vein, which is a dependent value. So first of all, I'm going to make the readings over. We will start on the x-axis, that is the value is 0. We will start from the 0, and after 10, 10, and then 20, we will use 30, we use 40, and on the other side on y-axis, we will also use 10, then 20, 30, 40, and then 50. So I have used these random values. So first of all, on 0, uh, the mass is 0 and the length of vein is 21. So mass is 0 and the length of vein is 21. So it will be over here. And the second value is the mass is 10 and the length of vein is 36. So it will be 31, 32, 33, 35, 35, and this is 36. I'm trying my best. And on 20, it is 38. So on 20, we will take 8. So, very difficult to draw. Anyways, students, you can better understand, I think so. And on 30, it is 40. So it is 40. And then on 40, it is 41. Very close values. And on, you can say, on 50, it is also 41. So in this way, we will join them one by one. So from it is first one and this way. So this is the for vein. This is for vein. Now the next question is to draw the same with the for the artery. So it will originate from the 0, as you know, it will start from the 0. So and it is artery. So the question was that you have to draw a sample for the artery. So I have drawn it, the artery. Sketch the curve you predicted for the muscular artery. Label this curve with the, so I have done this. So you can, it also originates from 0 and its value will be in this way. Okay, so artery. You can see this curve is below the curve which we have drawn for vein. Now the next question is, explain the shape of the curve you sketched for the muscular artery. And you can see the curve which we have drawn. It is started. First of all, I would like to discuss that the difference between the artery and the vein. They have used the word muscular artery. Muscular artery means that the, students, that the difference between artery and vein is that is the artery is always muscular in nature, uh, and whereas the vein uh, is made up of smooth muscles and elastic fibers as well. So artery or vein, they have the difference in diameter as well. Due to muscular in nature, the artery has less lumen as comparison to vein. Vein is less muscular, so the artery can withstand with high pressure due to highly muscular in nature. Because when our blood passes through the artery, it has its high pressure, whereas in due to less lumen as well. On the other hand, the veins have large lumen, and walls are present in the veins, due to which the backward flow of the blood is prevented. But the diameter is large as comparison to muscular artery. So this is because the arteries can withstand with high pressure. But arteries, they are due to highly muscular, due to muscular nature, they are less stretched as comparison to veins. So I would like to express all this. It will be, curve will start at the same origin. There will be percentage increase in length, but less than vein. Because arteries have more smooth muscles and can withstand high blood pressure and stretching is less as comparison to vein. And the next question is, another student suggested that the experiment should be repeated with more than should be repeated with more rings from the same blood vessels. Suggest suggest two other ways the student could modify the method to improve the quality of the results. In the previous question, I had also used a word, the force meter. So the first of all, I would like to tell the what is force meter. The force meter is also known as a force gauge or dynamometer. And this is the device used to measure the magnitude of a force. It works on the principle of elasticity, where an elastic component, usually a spring or a metal strip, is deformed when a is applied. This amount of deformation is proportional to the force, and thus relationship is used to determine the force magnitude. And the force meter is of two types. One is the manual, which is called the spring force meter, and the other is digital force meter. So both of they use for this purpose. So in this experiment, in this investigation, uh, the force meter can be used. Force meter one is the spring force meter or digital force meter, which will give the accurate measurements. And secondly, we can use more masses or smaller masses to measure during the investigation. Or we can use the smaller weights. You can say that instead of 10 gram, we can use 5 gram, 2 gram, 6 gram, so on. It was all about question number one. Please like, share, and subscribe my channel.